Are you one of those millions of people who swims the breaststroke? There's a number of problems with your conventional breaststroke, the recreational breaststroke if you like. So a lot of people are holding their heads out of the water and taking their arms very, very wide and shallow. They take their arms very wide and they're going to get them back to the front. Very wide. And as you take your hands back, it's almost inevitable that you'll shorten your arm, shorten your neck. This is causing all sorts of problems. So many people swim breaststroke. They might swim a number of lengths, they might swim 30 or 40 lengths, but they get to the end of the pool and they go, oh, I had a lovely swim, but my neck and shoulders are hurting. I wonder why that is. Well, obviously because they're shortening their necks. So can you swim the breaststroke without shortening your neck? The answer is yes, but the thing that you have to do is you have to get yourself into a streamlined position. So the streamlined position in the breaststroke is with the hands together, the wrists below the elbows, and the neck in line with your, if I show you in the standing position, you're basically looking straight down at the bottom of the pool at this point. So you've got to imagine that you've just kicked into a glide, and you're in a head down streamlined glide. As you kick, your hands need to be in front of you, and your head needs to be in line with your body. Otherwise, if you're there when you kick, you're not streamlined and you're going to jam up your neck, and it's going to actually not be very good for your back either. So you get your head down in a streamlined glide, having just kicked. Now the first thing you do is nothing. You just roll your head slightly and take your hands apart, getting ready to do a quick scoop with your hands, and then back down into your glide again. And it's when you scoop with your hands that you'll be bending your knees and getting ready for the next kick. But the key thing here I want to show you is that I've been able to get my head out of the water without shortening my neck. My neck is in a neutral position. I haven't gone to this, I haven't gone to that position. And that of course would be a great advantage if you could swim without shortening your neck. Talking about the breaststroke, I talked also about the front wheel drive from the front crawl, putting yourself through the water with your arms and your legs being less important than the arms in the front crawl. Now in the breaststroke it's the opposite. The breaststroke, think of it as a rear wheel drive stroke. You're pushing the water with your legs, with the soles of your feet. These are my legs, pushing the water with the soles of your feet. And the hands can be kept very small. So instead of trying to get maximum propulsion from the arms, which a lot of people do, and then ending up jamming up their necks, make your hands smaller. So the hands are really just for bringing you up to breathe, and then they get out of the way and get into the streamlined position. And that's because your legs are doing most of the propulsion. So the leg action in the breaststroke, you start with your pointed legs streamlined, you bring out your knees to the sides, you turn your feet up into this frog position, and you push out and together. Okay? Knees away, heels away, feet out, and you push the water, and you bring your legs back together. And in terms of doing that with the arms, it looks like this. So as you scoop with your hands, you're bending your knees, getting ready to kick. And as you straighten your legs and kick, you straighten your arms and get your head down. It's very important. This is the timing of the breaststroke. The timing is very important. As you kick, you've got to be getting out of your own way and keeping your streamlining at the front. This is critical. So the best way to practice this, by the way, is to practice the legs separately from the arms, and to practice the arms on their own as well. So to practice the legs separately, you drift along in a glide with your head down, your arms nice and reaching down, wrists below elbows, and you can just scuttle along like the occasional kick. Now a lot of people draw their knees up too fast, these are my legs again, and push water the wrong way, and then they're doing something like this with their legs. And if you can do one big push and bring your legs together at the end of your kick, then you'll be able to maximize the distance that you travel on each kick. So you stay in that streamlined position until you slow down and you get ready to do the next one. If you bring your knees up too fast, then you're going to push water the wrong way. So it's slow, 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 and quick. Slow, 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 and quick. It's a bit like rowing a boat with the legs. So breaststroke is rear wheel drive, front crawl is front wheel drive. It's great to do both. because you get more of a workout. When you bring up your knees to kick, you keep your torso steady rather than folding yourself up. That's one of the things people do, is they fold up and they kick, and they fold up and they kick, and they don't get to go forwards because they're too busy, their bodies aren't straight. You've got to keep that in place, and then of course you're using and stabilizing with your deep stomach muscles. So the breaststroke has similarities to the butterfly, in the sense that if you take your head down, your body will follow, going under the water slightly. As you come up to breathe, you're coming up to breathe not by shortening your neck in the old way, but by just shifting your body position, the attitude of your body. So your body comes up and your body goes down, following your head. So the head leads, the head goes down, the head comes up, the head goes down, the head comes up, rather than swimming, keeping your head still. A lot of people put their faces in the water, but they don't actually release their necks. So you see them going up and down like this. But actually, if you take your head down and you only come up, it's far more beneficial, and you get this lovely undulatory feeling. Now, a lot of people have been told the breaststroke is not the stroke to do if you've got a bad back. If you do it well, it can be very good for your back.